So you completed the life inventory checklist. You looked at your faith, your time, your peace, your routines, and your purpose. Now you may be sitting there thinking, okay, I see what feels out of order, but what does this actually mean? Maybe your faith score was lower than you expected. Your peace section showed you that you are more drained than you realize. Your time inventory revealed that your calendar does not align with what you say matters. Maybe your routine section showed you that your routine isn't broken. You lack discipline. It may be built for a life you do not actually live. Maybe your purpose section showed you that you have not been confused. You have been overwhelmed, delayed, distracted, or trying to build without structure. And now you are aware. But awareness is not the finish line, awareness is the starting point. The life inventory checklist is not there to shame you. It is not there to make you feel behind or to prove that your life is a mess. It is there to help you account for what really matters because you cannot reset what you have not accounted for. Today, we are going to walk through what your life inventory checklist results actually mean, what to do with your scores, how to choose your reset focus, and when it may be time to book a life inventory audit so you can turn what you notice into a practical 7-day reset plan. Hey girlfriend, welcome back. For those who are new here, my name is Kobe K, and this is iHopePrayLove. Here we believe in faith, structure, accountability, and honest reset. I help women account for what matters so they can stop living scattered, overwhelmed, disconnected, and out of rhythm. Today we are talking about your life inventory checklist results because the checklist is not just a reflection tool, it is a decision tool. It helps you do a couple of things like stop guessing, see what feels out of order, identify what needs attention first. It helps you choose one faithful next step instead of trying to fix your whole life at once. So if you have not downloaded the life inventory checklist yet, pause this video, grab it using the link in the description, and then come back to this video after you complete it. And if you already completed it, keep watching because I am going to help you understand what your results mean. The first thing I want you to understand is this. Your life inventory results is sorry, it's not a grade. They are not proof that you are failing or that it's not a spiritual report card. It's not evidence that you are behind other women. It is information. That is it. Information. And information is powerful when you use it with honesty and grace. A low score does not mean you are a bad woman. It means that area needs attention. A high score does not mean you are perfect. It means that area may have some structure, rhythm, or stability already working. A mixed score does not mean you are confused. It means some things are aligned and other things still need care. That is why the checklist matters. It gives you language because sometimes we say things like, I feel overwhelmed. I feel off. I feel distant from God. I feel behind. I feel scattered. I feel tired. I feel stuck. But those words can be too broad. A life inventory helps you locate the issue. Instead of saying, my whole life is out of order, you may realize my peace is trained. Or I am inconsistent. You may realize my routine is unrealistic. Another one, I do not have time. You just may realize my time has not been assigned. And then let's talk about purpose. You just realize my purpose is blurred because my peace keeps getting drained. The checklist helps you move from vague overwhelm to clear awareness. And once you have clear awareness, you can build the next step. Let's talk about what a low score means. If one of your areas scored low, do not panic. A low score simply means that area needs care, structure, and attention. It does not mean you need to fix everything immediately. It does not mean you need to make a dramatic life change today. It just means that area is asking you to slow down and look honestly. For example, If your faith score is low, that may mean you feel spiritually disconnected, inconsistent, guilty, distracted, or unsure how to return to God without stress or pressure. It does not mean God is far from you. It may mean you need a simple reconnection rhythm. If your time score is low, that may mean your calendar is full but your priorities are unprotected. It does not mean you have no time. It may mean your time has no assignment. If your peace score is low, that may mean your peace is being drained by people, pressure, overthinking, lack of boundaries, emotional weight, and constant just noise. It does not mean you are weak. It may mean too many things have access to you. If your routine score is low, that may mean your current routine does not fit your real life. It does not mean you lack discipline. It may mean your routine was built for a fantasy version of your day instead of your actual season. If your purpose score is low, that may mean you feel unclear, delayed, distracted, disconnected from what God is asking you to build. It does not mean you have no purpose. You may, your purpose just needs structure. A low score is not shame, it's a signal. Now let's talk about what a high score means. A high score means that area may already have some support. That area has rhythm, structure, clarity, and consistency. But I want you to be careful here. A high score does not mean that area should be ignored forever. It simply may not need to be your first reset focus right now. For example, if your faith score is high but your peace score is low, that may mean you are connected to God but still emotionally overloaded. If your routine score is high but your purpose score is low, that may mean you know how to function day to day but you still need clarity around what you are building. And if your time score is high but your peace score is low, that may mean your schedule is organized but your emotional boundaries need some attention. So do not only look at which area scored highest, look at the pattern. Ask yourself what area is strong, what area is strained, what area is quietly affecting the others. Because sometimes the lowest score is not the only issue. Sometimes one drained area is pulling down everything else. Okay, get ready for this. Now I want to walk through each section and help you understand what your results may be revealing. Let's start with faith inventory. Your faith inventory asks, am I connected to God honestly? Am I performing spiritually? Am I avoiding God because I feel inconsistent? Am I making room to hear Him? Am I bringing my real emotions to Him? If your faith section stood out, your reset may need to start with reconnection, not performance, not a complicated Bible study routine or trying to prove that you are spiritual enough. Just honest reconnection. Your next step may be one honest prayer each morning, a scripture to sit with for the week, 5 minutes with God before your phone, a journal prompt that says, God, here is where I really am. Faith inventory reminds you that you do not need to perform for God. You need to reconnect with Him honestly. Okay, time inventory. Your time inventory asks, where is my time going? Does my calendar reflect what I say matters? What keeps stealing my attention? What keeps getting pushed to the side? What needs to be assigned? If your time section stood out, your reset may need to start with a calendar. Not because you need to become rigid, but because your calendar tells the truth about what has been accounted for. And then your next faithful step may be choosing one time block for what matters, reducing one time leak, planning your week before the week starts. I do that. Assigning time to prayer, rest, family, health, or purpose. Time inventory reminds you that the problem may not be that you have no time. The problem may be that your time has no assignment. Now, peace inventory. Your peace inventory asks, what is draining me? What has too much access to me? What needs a boundary? What am I carrying that God never asked me to hold? What rhythm would help me return to peace? If your peace section stood out, your reset may need to start with protection because peace is not always missing. Sometimes it is being drained. Your next faithful step may be setting one boundary, reducing one source of loudness, creating a quiet window, stopping one draining conversation, writing down what feels heavy and praying through it. Peace inventory reminds you that peace is not just a feeling, it is something you have to protect and structure. Okay, routine inventory. Your routine inventory asks, what routine keeps breaking? Is this routine realistic? What do I need in this season? What can I simplify? What anchor rhythm would help my day feel less scattered? If your routine section stood out, your reset may need to start with one simple rhythm, not 10 routines, not a full morning routine overhaul, not a perfect evening schedule, one rhythm. Your next faithful step may be a 10-minute evening reset, a Sunday planning rhythm, a 5-minute morning prayer rhythm, a nightly preparation routine, preparation, a simple checklist for the day. Routine inventory reminds you that a repeatable routine is better than an impressive one. Last, purpose inventory. Your purpose inventory asks, what am I building? What am I delaying? What am I avoiding? What have I overcomplicated? What is God asking me to steward in this season? If your purpose section stood out, your reset may need to start with clarity and action because sometimes purpose gets blurry when your peace is drained, your time is scattered, and your routines have no structure. Your next faithful step may be choosing one project to focus on, naming what you have been avoiding, giving purpose a place on your calendar, finishing one thing you already started, praying and then asking God to help you take a practical step. Purpose inventory reminds you that you do not need to fix everything. You need one next faithful step. Now let's talk about choosing your reset focus. This is where many women get stuck. They complete the checklist and then see multiple areas that need attention. Faith needs work, time needs work, peace needs work, routines need work, purpose needs work. And then they feel overwhelmed because they think they need to reset everything at once. You do not. The goal is not to fix your whole life in 1 week. The goal is to choose one area and build one faithful adjustment. So here is how you choose your reset focus. First, look at your lowest score. That may be the area that needs immediate attention. Second, look at the area that is creating the most pressure. Sometimes your lowest score may not be the loudest issue. Third, look at the area that would bring the most relief if improved. Ask yourself, if I made one change in this area, would it help the rest of my life breathe? For example, if your peace is drained, improving peace may help your faith, routines, and purpose. If your time is scattered, improving time may help your peace, routines, and purpose. If your routines are broken, improving one routine may help your whole week feel more grounded. Do not choose the area you think you should choose. Choose the area that is actually asking for attention. After you choose your reset focus, the next step is to build a 7-day reset plan. Not a complicated plan, but a realistic plan. A 7-day reset plan should answer 4 questions. What is the focus? What is the problem? What is the one rhythm or boundary I will practice? And how will I review it at the end of the 7 days? Let me give you examples. If your focus is faith, the problem is I feel spiritually disconnected and guilty. The 7-day reset, I will pray honestly for 5 minutes every morning and read one scripture for the week. If your focus is time, the problem, my calendar is full but my priorities are not protected. Your reset, I will assign one 30-minute block each day to something that matters. Peace, problem, I keep feeling drained because too many things have access to me. Reset. I will set one boundary and create one quiet window each day. Routines. Problem. My evening routine keeps breaking. Reset. I will do a 10-minute reset before bed. Clear one surface, write tomorrow's top priority, pray, close the day. Purpose. Problem. I keep delaying what God told me to build. Reset. I will spend 30 minutes a day on one project without changing direction. Do you see how simple that is? One focus, one plan, 7 days. That is how you stop starting over and start building with structure. Now let's talk about when you need more than the checklist. The checklist is powerful because it shows you what is out of order, but sometimes you complete it and still feel unsure. You know what the issue is, but you do not know what to do next. You see the gap, but you do not know how to build the plan. You know your peace is drained, but you do not know what boundaries to set. You know your routine is broken, but you do not know how to create one that fits your life. You know your purpose needs structure, but you do not know where to begin. That is when the life inventory audit becomes the next step. The checklist shows you the issue, the audit helps you build the plan. In the life inventory audit, we walk through your faith, time, peace, routines, and purpose. We identify what feels most out of order. We choose your reset focus. Then we build a practical 7-day reset plan that fits your real life, not your fantasy life, not somebody else's routine or a plan that requires perfect conditions. A plan that actually works for your current season is what we will focus on. So if you completed the checklist and still feel unsure what to do next, that is not a failure. That is a signal that you may need support turning awareness into action. Before we close, I want to talk about a few common mistakes women make after taking inventory. Trying to fix everything at once. When you try to fix everything at once, you create more stress. Start with one area. Mistake number 2, using awareness as the destination. Awareness is important, but awareness without action becomes another form of delay. Once you know what needs attention, choose one step. Mistake number 3, choosing a choosing a reset plan that does not fit your real life. Do not build a plan for the version of you who has no interruptions, no children, no work stress, no emotional load, and no real responsibilities. Build your actual life. Mistake number 4, calling delayed discernment. Sometimes you are not waiting on God. Sometimes you are avoiding the next step He already showed you. Mistake number 5, not getting support. Sometimes the reason you stay stuck is because you keep trying to reset alone. Support is not weakness. Support is structure. And girlfriend, your life inventory results are not there to shame you. I keep saying this. They are there to serve you. They are there to show you what needs attention. They are there to help you stop guessing. They are there to help you account for what matters. What matters. Your life may not be falling apart. It may just need to be accounted for. Your faith may not be gone. It may need reconnection. Your time may need assignment. Your peace, I keep saying the same things over and over, may need protection. I can't stress that enough. Your routine needs to become realistic. And your purpose, it's not unclear, girlfriend. It just needs structure. You do not need to fix everything today. Choose one area. Build one plan. Take one faithful step. Before you go, download the Life Inventory Checklist using the link in the description. Complete the sections for faith, time, peace, routines, and purpose. Then look at your results and choose one reset focus. And if you completed the checklist and still feel unsure what to do next, book the Life Inventory audit. The checklist shows your issue, the audit helps you build the plan. I thank God for showing us what needs attention without condemning us, for helping us see our lives with honesty, wisdom, and grace, and for showing us where our faith needs reconnection, where our time needs assignment, where our peace needs protection, where our routines need structure, and where our purpose needs clarity. May He help us not become overwhelmed by everything we notice, but teach us to show or to choose one faithful next step and move with obedience. May He give us the courage to build the reset plan that fits our real life. Girlfriend, you cannot reset what you have not accounted for. Download the Life Inventory Checklist, review your results, and book the Life Inventory Audit if you need help building your 7-day reset plan. I will see you in the next video. Not sure yet may mean you are overloaded, not confused. Sometimes you do not lack clarity, you lack space. Your mind is full, your peace is drained. Your schedule, let's not talk about how crowded that is. Your routines keep breaking. And your purpose feels blurry because everything is pulling from you at once. So before you judge yourself for not knowing the answer, pause and ask, what is draining me? What feels out of order? What needs structure? Right? What needs to be released? Not sure yet. It's still information. It may be the signal that you need inventory before you need another plan. So start with the life inventory checklist. The link is in the bio. The woman who says, I don't know, may actually know too much at once. She knows she is tired. She knows her peace is drained. She knows her routines keep breaking. She knows her time is scattered. She knows her purpose needs structure. But when everything feels loud at the same time, clarity gets buried. So it is not always confusion. Sometimes it's overload. That is why you need inventory. Not to fix everything, to separate what is happening. Faith, time, peace, routines, purpose. Name the area. Choose one focus. Take one faithful next step. Start with the life inventory checklist. The link is in the bio.